Hi, it's Pip Mackay here, and it's day 5 of my quest to find the Holy Grail in the south of France. And I'm in the forest near my campsite, and I want to tell you about a kind of almost surreal experience that I had yesterday up at Monsignor, because there's a stairway up to the top of the ruin of the castle. It's a stone stairway, must have been there centuries ago when the castle was actually there. And it said, "Don't enter." And I just felt like I had to go up there and see the view from the very top of the castle. I just had to go up there. So I climbed up the stairs, I went underneath the chain, and I climbed the stairs to the very top of the ramparts. And when I came to the top of the ramparts, I found this brochure. And I was doing my best to read it with my almost non-existent French. And it's quite obviously from like a secret society about the Cathars, and it's about a voyage into the initiation of the Cathars and revelations of the history and the sacrament of the consulamentum, which was the sacrament that the Cathars took before they died to become perfect before their ascension. But it's also something that people would take if they wanted to become perfects. So that's kind of very interesting. And then a baptism into the Cathars and visit the sacred grottos and the mysteries of the Druids. So I don't know what the Druids have to do with the Cathars. I've never heard of that connection before. And then chants and dances sacred, and the ambience to the Pyrenees Arginosci, which is another name for the Cathars. And then on the back, there's this quote from the Cathars. So anyway, I was coming, like I got the pamphlet and I was thinking, oh, that's very interesting. And then I was coming down the hill from Monsignor, and I bumped into a couple, and the man just wouldn't stop staring at me like he knew me somehow. And he said that he felt like, well, translated by the woman who spoke English, that he felt that he'd had a past life as a Cathar, and it was quite obvious that he felt that he knew me. And then I gave them this pamphlet, and she translated for me that in 700 years there will be a revisiting of the Cathars, or the Cathars will like come back again in 700 years. Well, those 700 years are this year. And the guy said that all these people who had lived in past lives of the Cathars were being attracted to Monsignor and coming back again to Monsignor, and that there's a prophecy, a realization of the prophecy of the Cathars, that in 700 years they will come again. And then there's also something about the treasure of the Cathars, an alliance with Archangel Michael to influence for the best of humanity. So that's all really fascinating for me, because after all, Archangel Michael is something that I was seeking when I went to see the Mont Saint Michel, which is about Saint Michael, and then all of this also has something to do with Mary Magdalene. So anyway, it's all very interesting. So it's becoming more and more interesting. What's the ginger cat says, curiouser and curiouser in Alice in Wonderland, and that's what I feel like it is. So I'm going to see what I can find out about this. But there's a performance on Friday night up there, which is all about the sacred Mary Magdalene, up at Rennes de Chateau instead of Monsignor. So I'm going to go there and I'll meet these people again up there, so maybe I can have some more conversations then. And also today I go to Foix, which is where a woman called Philippa became a perfect of the Cathars. So I want to go and find out all about my namesake. there. So anyway, who knows what it all means? But I love these kind of synchronicities and coincidences, or whatever one believes that they are, that happen. And I find that that happens particularly when I'm traveling. Like, I wasn't going to go to Monsignor this time, but I just felt, oh no, I'll go, even though it was really late. I thought it might be closed. And I went there and I found this document in a very kind of weird place. I mean, it was under a stone right up the top of this rampart that you're not supposed to enter. And, like, it's bizarre that the wind and the rain hadn't taken it away. So, it's just interesting that I found that, and then that I met these people, Patrick and Audrey. So anyway, I'll keep you in touch with what happens next.